In today's video, we will be doing a complete guide on the cross-listing and sharing software Flyp. We will be diving into all of the key functions of the software and how to download and sign up for the services if by the end of this video you believe this is a good fit for you and your business. Today's video is sponsored by Flyp, the software that we will be speaking about today. If you like what you see in the video and you want to sign up, there's a 100-day free trial, just over 3 months. And then after that, it is only $9 per month to continue on with the service. All right, let's go ahead and show you guys how to get signed up for the service, and then we will hop into the major functions of the application. So I'm just here on a random live video on my channel because I have the link in all my descriptions. In the description of this video, this will be the top link. It'll say use Flyp cross-listing software free for 100 days. You'll go ahead and click on that link. That's going to bring you over to their website right here where you can click on use it now for free. And then you're going to click one more time on join 100% for free for the first 100 days. I'm going to go ahead and type your name in, which my name is Jake. And then you're going to put in your email. I'm going to use one of my ultra secret side hustle ones, which is trendingstockstoday@gmail.com. That is a faceless stock trending account that I have on TikTok. And then I'm gonna blur this so you guys can't see my phone number because some of you guys will call and text me a lot. But yeah, so sweet. Looks like we're in. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to our email and we're going to refresh that. And then boom, we have here our cross-listing application. It says here from your desktop, not mobile, go to this website, use the email, and then use this password to log in. So we'll go ahead and we'll copy that. And then we will sign in over here. We will use the trendingstockstoday@gmail.com and then the password to log in. Here we go. I'm gonna put never. All right, now we're going to go ahead, and the first thing it's going to do is we're going to need to download the free Chrome extension. So we're gonna click on this download button. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna add to Chrome. We're going to add extension. Now this isn't going to bog down your computer or anything like that. It's nothing to worry about. Many of you probably already have Google extensions, Google Chrome extensions. If you don't, you should definitely utilize them because they're awesome. Also, you're going to need to use the Google Chrome browser. So if you don't have that browser already, then you can go ahead and download that just by Googling Google Chrome, and then you'll be able to do that. Okay, so sweet. So we have that downloaded, and now we should be able to continue this sign in. So let's refresh that. Boom. Okay. Now we need to go and connect to our eBay stores. So mine is JRideFlips, and my password is unknown. Okay, you're gonna do the same thing for Mercari, same thing for Poshmark, same thing for Depop, same thing for all of your reselling platform. All right, now that we have Flyp downloaded and we are logged in, now we're going to go over all the major functions of the app, starting with the cross-listing tool. Now, I recommend that you import all of your items from eBay. I'll explain after this clip why I think that's important, and then I'll also show you how to just do listings from scratch. But if you import them from eBay, you're going to be able to cross-list them here. So let's go over to my eBay account and get some items sent over. So I'm going to go to my drafts. I have 84 drafts currently. I'm going to go ahead and launch 25 items. So we'll just go ahead and resume these drafts, select all 25 of them, and then we will go ahead and submit them. Now these 25 items are in my eBay account, and Flyp communicates with my eBay account because I connected them. So now when we go over to Flyp, I'm going to bulk import, and boom, all of these items are already here that I just listed seconds ago. Each page has 20 items, so I'm going to select this full page, and then page 2 is going to have 5 items, so I'll select these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you see here, these are my already imported items from yesterday. So we'll go ahead and import those. You're going to see this pop up on the bottom right here. It's going to show you the progress of your imports. So as you can see here, we already have 2 of them that popped up right there. And then we'll go ahead and we'll wait for 1 or 2 more. Yep, so there's 2 more so you guys can see the process here. All right, we've got those imported here, 25 out of 25, so we'll just exit out of this, and now we'll go ahead and get to cross-listing. So make sure you're in the cross-listing tab. We're going to go ahead and click on this first item, and we will go ahead and start cross-listing it. This is going to bring you to this page here. I'm going to click on List Item on Poshmark, and then you're just going to scroll through here and fill out all of the red boxes. So these are Carrera eyeglasses. They have the brand there, the gently used condition, and then the category. We're going to go ahead and select men's accessories, subcategory glasses. Boom. Now we have size. We're just going to go to US standard, size, one size. And then all of the information is previously imported from eBay. So we just have to fill out the red and then we are good to go. Now it is currently being cross-listed over to Poshmark here. Once this stops spinning, then we'll go ahead and we'll open my Poshmark closet. And boomski, right here on the top, that item has been cross-listed to Poshmark. Now we're going to go ahead and go back to the Flyp tool, staying on the same page. We're just going to go ahead and list this on Mercari. Same thing, just go ahead and fill out all the red. So we're going to put Carrera here, and we're going to select that. We're going to scroll down to category. Unfortunately, Mercari doesn't have an eyeglasses or eye frames category. So Mercari, if you're watching this video, please add that because I sell a lot of these. So I just select men's other. Now Mercari does have men's and women's sunglasses, but these are not sunglasses. They are just eye frames. So I definitely don't want people thinking that they're sunglasses when they are not. So yeah, they are not sunglasses. They are just regular frames, and so I am selling them as glasses. So please put that in Mercari. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put shipping. I do buyer pays. I put it down to 4 ounces because that's the rate that it will go at. And then I click on here for the shipping label. I select that, and then I hit list on Mercari. Now this is automatically getting listed to Mercari just as it did on Poshmark, and we are good to go. Now that has been listed to Mercari, we'll go back to the cross lister and you'll see here it's on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. Now, I definitely recommend listing all of your items on your favorite platform that you do the most business on, whether it's Depop or eBay or Mercari or Poshmark, and then cross-listing them to these other platforms. I definitely recommend listing on eBay and then cross-listing to other platforms because eBay has so many more categories and so many more item specifics that if you guys noticed, there was only like 2 to 4 red boxes for me to fill out on Poshmark and Mercari. But if I list on Mercari and then cross-list to eBay, there's usually 11 or 13 red boxes that I'm going to show you here in a second. So there's tons of videos on YouTube showing you how to list on eBay. I have several videos myself. I recommend listing on eBay, importing into the Flyp software, and then cross-listing onto these other platforms. But Flyp does give you the option to do it manually from Flyp and then cross-listing to all the platforms. I'll go ahead and show you how to do that very quickly. All right, so you're gonna make sure that you're still here in the cross-lister section and you're gonna type on new item. Then you're gonna make sure you are in the universal form. It says here universal form. Now let's pretend that we are listing a red Patagonia puffer jacket. You'll import your photos and then you'll put your title. You'll have to type it out manually, so this is already taking much longer, but we got Patagonia puffer jacket, men's large red. And then in the description, and long sleeve. Then in the description, we will just put great jacket. Then we will have to manually fill out the brand, which I will put as Patagonia. Then we will have to manually put out the condition, which is gently used. We'll put in that it is red, and then we will scroll down here to quantity. We have it already as 1. You're going to have to put in that it weighs 2 pounds and how big the shipping container is. So we'll put 8 by 6 by 6. That's just an estimation. And then we'll also put the price. Okay. Now, a lot of you guys will be cross-listing this to eBay and Mercari. So we'll use eBay as the example here. So we go to eBay, and now you guys are going to see how much longer this is going to take instead of just importing from eBay. That's why I love that it has both options. Importing is definitely the best. So we're going to have to find the category of this just by searching. So I search here jacket, and there's just so many categories because eBay has so many of them. So I'm also going to type in here men's jacket, and for the sake of the video, I'm just going to select the top one. It may be different, but then we'll go ahead and style. We have to select all of these manually. If you do this on eBay, the listing process is much faster if you are copying off of someone else's or your own listing, or you already have these templates, because typing in the title, eBay auto-fills all of this information for you, which makes this process much more difficult. You're also going to have to put in where you're shipping it from. You're going to have to choose calculated or flat. You're going to have to select a handling time. You're also going to have to select your return policy. Again, if you have an eBay account, all of this stuff is automatically put in for you much faster because of the listing process and the policies that you have, okay? Then we are almost done here. We're going to put on best offer, and then boom, we're ready to list this on eBay. Now, if you're doing 25 of these every day, it's going to take you hours. All right, now that we have learned how to import and cross-list our items to all of these multiple platforms, we're going to go ahead and hop into orders. This is going to show you all of the orders that you have coming in each day. It's going to allow you to mark them as sold and delist them on your other platforms. It's also going to allow you to ship them all out. So as you guys can see, I've already done this for the day, July 10th, July 10th, July 10th. I already did that, but while this video was recording, we had another sale here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark as sold, and this sold on eBay. So I'll go ahead and select eBay, as you can see there. This is going to mark it as sold on eBay and then automatically delist it from all other platforms that I have it listed on. Then if you'd like to, you can go ahead and put in how much it sold for, which in this case, it sold for $19.87. Now, I personally have a full-time CPA team doing all of my taxes and stuff for me, and we have our own programs. So I just put $1 here on everything for sufficiency and speed, but you can actually track all of your cost of goods and everything within this app, which comes in handy for tax time. Now that has been delisted on all of the platforms that it is listed on. I don't have to manually go over to Poshmark or Mercari and delist it. And then I can also ship it from here. If you just press on purchase label, it'll take you to eBay and you are good to go. I personally use Pirate Ship, but that's a discussion for a different video. Pirate Ship, if you want to reach out and do a video with me, go ahead and get in contact with me. But yeah, I hope I'm not going too fast here. This is an awesome way to keep track of all your inventory and all of your sales and get everything delisted on other platforms as you sell them. All right, let's go ahead and check the analytics tab now that everything is delisted. This is also a very underrated portion of the software. I'm gonna go ahead and set this to 30 days. Now, as you guys can see, I have sold 351 items. Again, I just put my average sales price as $1 because my accounting firm has all of that information for me with their own products and softwares. But this is very underrated. So if you put in your actual sales price, you're going to see how much money you're actually making. And then this next section is pretty cool. You're going to be able to see what percentage of your items are going in each platform. So I just use eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and 90% of my sales this month have gone to eBay. Now, usually Mercari is around 25% and Poshmark is at about 10%, but I have been on a ton of vacations over the last 60 days, so I'm very behind on cross-listing. But so everything's just going up on eBay. I haven't been cross-listing everything. But you're going to be able to see over here your top categories. We have our top selling categories and top subcategories, eyeglass frames, sunglasses. Those of you from the Flyp team, as you can see here, my top selling categories is glitching out a little bit, so that's something you guys might want to take a look at for the development team. Then you can also see here the number of sales per marketplace. Obviously, eBay is crushing, and then your average sales price. That's very valuable information. So I use this information on my other softwares that my accountants use. So I would definitely recommend putting in the average sales price for this valuable information. All right, now let's head over to the Poshmark sharer. You're going to want to make sure in green here that it says connected to Poshmark. If not, then you are going to need to go back and actually make sure that Poshmark is connected, or else this is going to have zero utility to you. So this is the automatic share. This software is This service right here is very expensive. Most companies are going to charge you a lot of money for this automated system. The fact that they include this for 100 days for free and then just $9 a month is pretty insane. So we're going to share our listings here. I just do continuous. You can schedule them out however you'd like. I like to share my items 10 times per day. and I make sure that I'm waiting between 5 and 30 minutes for another full share, so that way people aren't getting spammed. Then I make sure that my shipping order, I keep them in order, and then I just do the speed of fast. On the daily sharing limit, you don't want to do too many. If I type in like 10 million here, it's going to show that they recommend between 6 to 8,000. So I just do 6,000. So that means my items are going to be shared 6,000 times. If you have 1,000 items, that means that your items are going to be shared 6 times a day, every single day. So I go ahead and start that, and then you can go over here to activity log and see that it's starting to boot. Now we're going to go to auto offers. Again, I'm going to cancel this, and then I do every 5 minutes, I send out an offer. I send them out at 10% with a shipping discount. I'm actually going to change this to 15% off with no discount. And then I head over here and I make sure that this doesn't sell for a loss. So you want to select price and then make sure that it's selling for a minimum of $5 plus shipping. My cost of goods on clothing is under $1, so I'm going to make at least a couple dollars off of that. Then we go to bulk offers. Again, I'll set this to 15% with no discount. I want to make at least $8 off of a bulk, and then we go ahead and we launch that. Then we can go over to following. If you have a ton of followers, you'll get more sales. This will automatically follow people and unfollow for you. So I just follow 2,000 people a day, and then I unfollow 1,000. Then community shares, I just have it set up to where I'm constantly sending those out as well. Just one here, and I do it fast, and then I hit start. And boom, make sure that my connection is good here. So you got to have the extension installed, and then make sure that Poshmark is connected. And then you're going to be good to go here. Here's the activity log. We've already shared a ton and sent out a few offers, and it's just continuously running, and it shows you all of the information right here. All right, so those are the main functions of the app. There's a few more miscellaneous ones that I'm going to go over now, but if you're just doing what is in this video every single day, it's going to make your reselling life much easier, much more optimized, and you're going to make a lot more money. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Now let's just do these last 2 or 3 miscellaneous features that can also have some benefit. All right, it is rumored on eBay that you can delist and relist your items, and this increases sales because it pleases the algorithm on eBay. I'm not here to confirm or deny that, but many resellers swear by it, and this is a reselling app that is definitely involved in the community. They watch a lot of YouTube videos and listen to people. So we're going to go ahead and delist and relist some items here. Most people do their oldest items because they think they're the most stagnant. I'm just going to go ahead and select some random ones here, like right in the middle of my listings. We're going to go ahead and select 10 of them. So you just select all of them. You can only do 10 at a time. So you're going to select these, and then you're going to put here, start relisting these 10. On the right here, I'm going to put them in eBay and Mercari. On the right here, it's going to show them in progress. It is currently delisting this right now, and now it is relisting it. It just barely got relisted into Poshmark. Now it is getting delisted on eBay and getting relisted. Boom, just hit. It's going to do that between all of these 10 items. You can do this with as many or as few items per day, and it's up to you. All right, we're back in the analytics page here. A question that I get very often is surrounding taxes and how to have all of your information ready. So this is a really cool section here. Like I said, I only put $1 in because my accounting firm has all this information. But if you also put cost of goods, it will also show up right here. You can export this and then send it to your accountant. It'll have a lot of the major information that your accountant needs to go ahead and start on your taxes. All of it in one place right here is going to go a long way in saving you a headache for your tax season. Now, this is a very community-based app, so you don't even have to be an influencer to be able to make a little bit of money off of this. You can go to this Get $10 right here. You can share it with your friends or on your social medias. And anybody that signs up, you will have a $10 Amazon gift card sent to you. The Help Center, if you guys have any questions, you can always ask anything. And I would recommend joining the Facebook group. I'm on my Flyp's page, so I can't join, but my personal account is in there. You can ask a lot of questions and meet a lot of people. And then just obviously settings, if you guys need to every once in a while your accounts will get disconnected if you keep your computer off too long or something like that. And then just any general questions can be answered here. And that is the Flyp cross-listing and sharing software. I think I covered everything. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments below. And also you can utilize that FAQ, the Facebook group, and the Contact Us tab. I put my stamp of approval on this app. A lot of the similar apps are very expensive for sharing and for cross-listing. For only $9 to be able to delist your items from a central location, it's amazing for $9. So I don't recommend a lot of products that cost monthly subscriptions, but the ones that I do, I really stand behind. Also, just wanted to say I have been in contact with the CEO and the marketing team of this company, and that is one of the major reasons why I put my stamp of approval on this, because they gave me a lot of freedom in making this video. And yeah, they're just, they really are community-based, really concerned about the typical reseller and how they can help them make more money in a cost-effective way. So click the link below. It will help my wife get more dog collars for my dogs, because I guess we need one for Christmas and fall and Halloween and New Year's and July. And yeah, keep feeding her addiction, $10 gift cards at a time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.